Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, Chair.
Afternoon.
Is
Okay, so shall we start now?
Yes, Chair.
If there is no Wi-Fi issue, please turn your camera on, guys. you turn your camera on, guys? I can see only Daniel. Okay, so anyway, thank you. Okay, so lastly we have finished listening, right? Number 4. So let's move to the use of English here. So modal verbs. So what are modal verbs? Tell me again. What are modals?
Like can, could, shall, should, will, would.
May, might, must, right?
Yes.
Ought to or have to, right? So these are our modal verb or modal words. So we are using modal verb here, right? When talking about do's and don'ts, and when talking about the rules of the game that you have to follow, right? For example, like can or can't. So you can use can or can't, showing or expressing possibility or ability. For example, here are some ideas for games you can play, or that is showing your ability, right? And sometimes you can also use can to show the permission. You can only use your teeth or you can only use one hand. So when we are talking about the permission, we can use can, right? You can do it, you can't do it like that. And for must and have to, we use these words to talk about the rules. Here we are talking about the rules of the games, right? That you have to follow when you play that game. So you must be blindfolded. So that is the rules that you have to follow. So that is a must, right? So you must be blindfolded, but have to. So they have the same sense, right? Must and not to do it, have to do it like that. Or for negative sense, you can use mustn't or don't have to. So we use these modal verbs to express possibility, ability, or to show the permission, or to talk about the rules for do's and don'ts. So got it? Got it?
Yes, sure.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so for project activity phase, I want to give you guys this as a homework again. This is a homework.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
I will explain. So organize a school phase for a charity. So that is all you have to do is you have to plan an event. So you just have to write. Actually, I asked you guys to write this letter only. So for this rule, you can decide on the charity, or you can decide on date, time, and place. It is up to you. And you can also decide how you are going to advertise it. For example, I will use poster or leaflet or letters to advertise our fate. So you just have to write the sentence only. You don't need to, draw the posters, or you don't need to design the leaflet. So you don't need to do these things. And you also decide on the games and activity you are going to have. So you can choose these games, or you can choose other games that you know. So all you have to do is you have to write the letter here. So drop a letter to parents. So you have to write that letter to the parents. So explain what you are doing and why. So the school address that you can put whatever you want. And you have to start with a letter like, dear parents, on 20th June from 2 to 5 in the afternoon, we are going to have a fete in the country yard. Or you can also choose the location, whatever you want. Like it can be at school or whatever. And we are raising money for, so you can add anything here. Like we are raising money for the charity, and we are doing this because, so you may have reason for celebrating the fete. For example, like we are doing this because we want to help the children from South Africa or East Africa, whatever. So you can choose any reason that you want. And we plan to have several games and activities. For example, you can talk about the games. For example, I will play the upper bobbing or coconut shine or stud race games like that. So you can suggest any game that you want to play in that phase. And we hope to see you at the fate. Yours sincerely, class like PreiG, section C. That's all. And you don't need to do this. That's all. So you just have to write an invitation letter for the parents. That's all. So you can decide on place or date, and you can also decide what kind of charity, and you can also decide on the reason why you are doing the fate. And you can also talk about the games that you are going to play, or even you can sell things or you can sell food. So it is up to you. So whatever. So you have to write a letter to your parents. That's it. So is that clear? And there is no word limitation for you. You can write as much as you can, but don't make it too long. Okay. So if it is too long, it won't be so interesting. So kind of like medium length, that is quite okay. So can you do that? That is the homework for you.
Yes.
And
yes, chef.
okay, the due date is next week, Monday. So is that okay?
Yes. Chef.
Not Monday, actually Tuesday again. We'll meet Tuesday, right?
Yes.
So is that clear about homework?
Yes.
Yes.
Chef.
And there is also one previous homework, right? I only received from some of you guys, and some you haven't submit your homework to me. So please submit the homework, okay?
Yes. Chef.
Okay, so if you don't have any question to ask me, we'll move to the workbook. Workbook unit 15 about natural disasters. So we will fill the grid first. So dangerous nature, read the clues and write the words in the grid to reveal the mystery word. So as usual, you may have the clues here. So you have to find out the answer by reading the clues. And if all the answers are correct, there is a word that will appear in mystery. Okay. If you don't get the correct answer, you won't get the word here. So answer it without looking at the course book. Okay. And after that, we'll check together. Maybe you just joined right now, right?
Yes, teacher.
We are doing number 1 from what book? Page number 88. So we are doing this one.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. So tell me when you finish. So have you finished? 1 up to 10?
Not yet, teacher.
Not yet. Okay.
Finished.
Okay. So has everyone finished?
Yes, teacher.
Not yet.
And we'll check. So the first one is the force pressing on something. So what is that?
Pressure.
Pressure. Yes, correct. How about two? A strong wall built across a river to stop the water from flowing.
Dam.
Dam. Correct. And 3, where a river starts or where something comes from.
Source.
Source.
Yes, correct. How about 4? You can eat of these, but there are also large pieces of rock which from the surface of the earth. So the word has 2 meanings, right? So what is that?
Plates.
Correct. And 5,
Wait, can you say that again, please?
plates, plates, P-L-A-T-E-S.
Oh.
There
Okay.
is something we can eat of, and there is something, a large piece of rock which comes from the surface of the earth. So they're the same. And 5, a violent storm with very strong wind.
Hurricane.
Hurricane.
Correct, hurricane. And let's say it goes around the middle of the earth.
Equator.
Equator, yes, correct, equator. And the outside of a loaf of bread and the other layer of the earth. Again, so the word has 2 meanings.
Crust.
Crust, correct.
Crust.
Crust, yeah. And 8, false and continuous shaking movement.
Vibration.
Vibration, correct. And 9, the side of a river.
Fence.
Bank, correct. 10. With fuel and a heat source, it makes the fire triangle.
Oxygen.
Yes, oxygen is needed. Correct. So what is the mystery word here?
Earthquake.
Earthquake. Correct. Earthquake. So everyone, have you got all the answers for this grid?
Yes, Chair.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll move to number 2. Complete the test with a proposition from the box. So you just have to fill the blanks by using these prepositions. So you can use at choice and you can use in choice. So have you finished number 2?
Yes, Chair.
Yes.
Okay, that we'll check. So wildfire can move
At.
at the speed, right? At the speed over 20 kilometers an hour, and they burn everything
In.
in their pot. Yes, in their pot. And in an earthquake, the earth plate press
Against.
against each other, causing pressure to build up, and vibrations travel
At.
Up to.
yes, up to the earth's surface, and the energy is released
In.
and
Over.
which are strongest
Near.
Here.
um, right at the epicenter. Yes. Hurricane starts. Yes,
At.
over. Right? We have used as choice. So hurricane starts over the water.
Near that.
Yes, near the equator. Correct. Got it. So everyone, have you got all the answers for number 2?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we'll move to number 3. So read the news website report. So there is a news there, and complete it using the present perfect passive of the verb in brackets. So the verb has been given. So all you have to do is you have to transform this verb into present perfect passive form. So do you still remember the pattern of present perfect passive form? Do you still remember the pattern?
Yes,
What is
Chair.
that? What is that?
Has was.
Has been must not 3 yet. So have you finished?
Not yet, Chair.
Not yet. Okay.
Finished, Chair.
Okay, so how about the others? Have you finished?
Yes, Chair.
Yes. We'll check. So the second one is
Has been
this-
caused.
Yes, this has been caused, right? And how about number 3? The southwest of England.
Has been turned into.
Has
Yes,
been
the
changed
village has been turned into an island, and 200 villagers
Have been
Has-
trapped.
Have been
trapped. Have been trapped for the last 10 days because the village
Has been cut off.
has been cut off. Yes, has been cut
Cut
off
off.
completely for over a week. And a rescue boat from the coast
Has brought.
Has been brought.
has been brought to the village to bring its supplies, and it
Has also.
Has been also
it
used.
also has been used to take children to and from school, and some animals such as cows and sheep
Have been moved.
have
Have been
moved
moved.
because their feet were flooded. And have you missed school?
The school have been closed.
The schools
Have
School has been closed.
has been closed or has still been closed.
Have.
Has your school been closed?
Have.
Because that is the question, right? So we have to translate that in the question. So have your school been closed, right?
Yes.
And email us and let us know. Yes, we have been cut off, right? We have been cut off by the flood water for nearly 2 weeks now, and we can go by car, but we
Have been.
have been taken.
have been taken to and from school every day in the rescue boat. And how about the last one? Luckily, our house
Have
Has
been.
not been flooded. Has not been flooded.
had not been flooded. Correct. So everyone having got all the answers for number 3?
Yes, Chair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then we'll move to reading. Droughts in East Africa. So there are 3 posters that you have to read. So poster 1, poster A, poster B, and poster C. So you have to read these posters and you have to do number 1. Find the words and phrases on a poster for the following. So the phrases has been given. So you have to find the words or phrase that has a similar meaning with these phrases. Okay, so we'll do number 1 only. And after that, we'll check. So have you finished?
Not yet, Chair.
Not yet, okay. So have you finished?
Yes, Chair.
Yes. Everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So number one is an aim that is very important to a person or an organization. So what is the word?
Mission.
Mission, right? Yes, mission. So how about to succeed in controlling a problem, to fight and win against something or someone?
Overcome.
Overcome, correct. Overcome. And three is a system of protecting people's health by removing dirt and waste.
Sanitation.
Sanitation, correct. Sanitation. And four, keeping yourself and your surroundings clean in order to prevent disease.
Hygiene.
Hygiene. How about a gift of money to help a person or organization?
Donation.
Donation, yes. So how about a place to live?
Shelter.
Shelter, yes.
Yoga.
So how about agree to give money to help someone who lives in another country?
Sponsor.
Sponsor, yes, correct, sponsor. And the last one, a very small number or amount.
Fraction.
Fraction, yes. So got it?
Yes, Chair.
Yes.
Okay, then we'll move to number two. Read the comments and choose those. Did someone say something to me?
No.
No, okay. So read the comments and choose those which you can think best describe each poster or leaflet. So the first one is, it gives a positive message about what the charity is trying to do. So how do you think? Is that poster A, B, or C?
A.
A. So Daniel said A. So do you have different idea or different answer? So everyone agree with A, right? Okay, so the answer is A, correct? And how about the second one? It makes you realize that some people don't have even the most basic things.
C.
B.
C.
B. I guess.
B.
I don't know.
What are the most basic things to live?
Oh, yeah. So B. Yes.
Right? So these are the basic things. So it's B. Yes, correct. So how about the third one? It makes you think about how much you have and how little others have.
C.
That's C.
C, right?
C.
So there is a comparison, right? So that is why it's quite obvious. So it's C. And next, it tells you what the money is used for.
A.
A, right? Yes, it explains about what they're using it for, right? So according to the sentence, they can give someone a safe supply of clean water or light. So the answer is A. Okay, how about it works because it tells you how the small amount of money could make a big difference.
A.
A, yes. How about it is effective because it makes you compare your life with other people's situation.
C.
C, yes.
B.
In C, it is talking about the comparison, right, between our lives. And it works because it gives a clear and simple message.
B.
How do you think?
B.
I think B and C.
B and
C.
C? Which one gives you the clear information? I think it's A.
A.
Because it talks about the problem and the solution, and there is also talking about the donation very clear, right? What it is used for. And next, the last one, right? It gives the information about the particular problem.
A.
A again, right? It's on talk about a particular problem, so it is A, yes. It's talking about only water, right? So that is A, correct. So have you got all the answers for number two?
Yes, Chair.
Okay, so we'll move to number three again. So number three is rewrite the sentence using the structures in brackets and complete them in an appropriate way. So you have to rewrite these sentences by using despite or in spite of, and you also have to continue the sentences in an appropriate way. For example, although she had very little money, she always, so there is a probability. You can continue wherever you like. So the answer is despite having very little money, she always gave donation to charity. So do you still remember about the pattern of using despite and in spite of, right? Do you still remember?
Yes, yes.
So which follow after despite and in
Yes.
spite of?
This
No.
is verb ing.
Noun phrase, yes, noun phrase, and verb ing, and there's also pronoun, yes. Okay, so continue the sentences in appropriate one. So as you may have different sentences, I'll ask you guys one by one when you finish, okay? So do it in the screen. So have you finished?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Chair, may I ask a question?
Yes?
Can we use like in spite of plus verb ing?
Yes, of course you can.
Yes, Chair, thank you.
So finish,
Yes, Chair.
everyone.
Yes, Chair. Finish it.
Okay, so I will start with Hazen.
Yeah, I'm not finished yet.
Have you finished?
No, sir, I'm not finished. Skip this.
Hazen, your voice is quite low, so can you type your answers in the chat?
No, I say I'm not finished yet.
Huh?
I'm not finished yet.
He said like he's not finished
Okay,
yet.
so when you finish, can you type your answer in the chat?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So how about Ethan Sanjo? Can you tell your answers 2, 3, and 4?
Yes, Chair. In spite of serious floods, the rescue services managed to save all the lives of the people living in the area. And despite collecting a lot of money for famine relief, we still couldn't provide enough food for all the people in need. In spite of not being a drought area, a lot of people don't have enough water to drink.
Okay, thank you. How about Daniel this time?
In spite of serious floods, the rescue service managed to get to the trapped village, and despite of collecting a lot of money, for famine relief, we donated food to the people with our own money. And in spite of a drought area, a lot of people don't have enough water in some countries.
In spite of,
What?
what do you say for number 4? In spite of being a drought area or in spite of not being a drought area? In spite of not being a drought area, right? For number 4.
Yeah.
So how about James?
In spite of severe floods, the rescue service managed to save the people from the village. Despite a lot of money we collected for the famine relief, we still couldn't support all the villages. In spite of not being a drought area, a lot of people don't have access to water.
Okay, thank you. So how about Timothy?
In spite of the serious floods, the rescue services managed to give food to the people. Despite collecting a lot of money for famine relief, we still try to collect more money so we can give more help to the people. In spite of not being in a drought area, a lot of people don't have enough water.
Okay, thank you. How about Sudara Shalai?
In spite of severe floods, the rescue service managed to help everyone. Despite collecting a lot of money for famine relief, we still didn't have enough. And in spite of not being a drought area, a lot of people don't have enough water to provide.
Okay. Top Hohan.
Yes, Chair. In spite of with serious food, the rescue service managed to give more food to everyone. Despite collecting a lot of money for family relief, we still don't have enough for all. In spite of not at the area, a lot of people don't have enough water.
Okay, thank you. So I got the answer from Hazen. Okay. Enough water. Hazen, actually, you need to give me the full sentence by using despite and in spite of. Okay. So can you try together?
Huh?
You have to write the whole sentence by using in spite of and despite. Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
In spite of the serious flood, the rescue service managed to get aid to help the poor people. Despite collecting money for famine relief, we still have hunger problem around the world. In spite of the fact that it's not a drought area, a lot of people don't have enough food to eat.
So you're using in spite of the fact that, right?
Yes.
So you can also use in spite of not being a drought area, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. The dough.
In spite of serious flood, the rescue service managed to rescue everyone safely. Despite collecting a lot of money for the famine relief, we still do not have enough money to feed everyone for a month. In spite of not being a drought area, a lot of people don't have enough food and water.
Okay, thank you. 이기성.
In spite of severe flood, the rescue service managed to save several people from bedding. Despite collecting a lot of money for family relief, we still can't help enough people in need of help. In spite of not being a drought area, a lot of people don't have enough water and supply.
Okay, thank you. In spite of serious flood, the rescue service managed to help people. Okay, Hazel. And how about Chenikin?
In spite of serious floods, the rescue service managed to save the people. Despite collected a lot of money for famine relief, we still need to donate more. In spite of not a drought area, a lot of people don't have enough water.
In spite of not being a drought area, okay? So, Ansen.
In spite of being serious floods, the rescue services managed to move the people in a safe place. Despite collecting a lot of money for famine relief, we still need a lot of money for the people in South Africa. In spite of not being a drought area, a lot of people don't have enough water.
Okay, thank you. Hazel, please.
Okay, yes. In spite of there were serious floods, the rescue services managed to rescue the victims. Despite we collected a lot of money for famine relief, we still not able to help everyone. In spite of not being a drought area, a lot of people don't have enough food and water.
Okay, Hazel, actually you have to follow only noun phrase, and pronoun and ing form behind despite and in spite of. You can follow the full sentence behind them. So the answer will be in spite of serious floods, or for number 3, despite collecting a lot of money for famine relief. So is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. So how about Santuhan?
Despite having very little, in spite of the serious floods, the rescue services managed to save a lot of people. Despite collecting a lot of money for the famine relief, we still don't have enough money to feed the people. In spite of not being a drought area, a lot of people don't have clean water to drink.
Okay, thank you. And Jason Chang.
Chair, can I type in the chat?
You have finished?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll skip you for a while. So Mo.
Yes, in spite of serious floods, the rescue service managed to take care of everyone. Despite collecting a lot of money for famine relief, we still do not have enough money to provide them the best. In spite of being a drought area, a lot of people don't have enough water for their daily life.
Actually, it has to be in spite of not being a drought area, right? Because it is not a drought area.
Yeah, I forgot now.
Okay, thank you. So I think everyone here has finished, right? Some of the students left. So I got the answers from, okay. You will type here, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in spite of serious floods, right? Not serious of serious floods, right? In spite of serious floods, and the rescue service managed to help victims people. Okay, so it is okay just to help the victims. You don't need to include people again. This is Hasten, right?
Sorry, Chair.
Yeah, it's okay. Hasten, you can write despite collecting a lot of money for famine relief. You don't need to include it having again.
Okay, Chair.
in spite of not being attractive, a lot of people don't have enough work. Okay, correct. Despite collecting a lot of money for family relief, we still okay. You have to continue the sentence, please, don't you?
Yes, Jeff, please move
Okay,
forward.
so you can continue writing and typing here. Okay, just send it to me after that. Okay, so for the rest of you, you have to move to this one, raising money for charity. So again, there is a crosswords. So there is kind of vocabulary test. So while answering this one, don't look at the crossword again, okay? So have you finished?
Not yet, Chair.
Not yet. Okay. So have you finished?
Yes, Chair.
Everyone?
Yes.
Yes, then we'll check together. So the first one is an animal that looks like a small horse with long ears.
Donkey.
Donkey, yes. How about a glass container?
Jar.
Jar.
Jar, correct. And the answer for 8 has been given, right, as commentator. And 9 is you get this for winning or for doing something well.
Price.
Price, correct, price. And 11, stay on the surface of a liquid.
Float.
Float, yes, float. And how about 12, to hit something or someone and make it or them move or fall down?
Knock.
Knock, correct, knock. You knock the coconut, right? The knock. And 13, in the game of an apple bowling, you have to pick up the apple with your
Teeth.
teeth, yes. And we'll move to the down ones, and it is smaller than a town.
Village.
Village. And it grows on tree. It is dark brown with a hard, hairy shell, and inside it is white.
Coconut.
Coconut, yes. For many or gift given to help people who are poor or sick.
Charity.
Charity, correct. And how about 5? An open container with a handle used for carrying water.
Bucket.
Buckets, correct. 7. With your eyes covered.
Blindfolded.
Blindfolded, correct. And 9, it is a 30-phase game called Blend the Tail on the 3 across. So 3 across is donkey, right? Yes, blend the tail on the donkey. And the last one, a large bag made of gold or paper.
Sack.
Sack, correct. So everyone, have you got all the answers from the, this crossword?
Yes, Chair.
Yes, yeah.
Then we will move to the last exercise. So So number two, complete the rules for the games and use the following phrases. So you can use these model above. You have to, you can, you can't, you must, you mustn't. So when talking about the rules, we use all these model above, right? So you have to write the rules for each of the games here and by using these phrases. So you may find about how to play the games here. And by reading this, you have to write the rules for each of the games by using these phrases. Okay. So have you finished?
No, not yet.
Huh?
Nearly.
Nearly. Okay.
Chair.
Yes.
Like in number one, there is prize if you get around without touching the ground. Is it only one sentence or two
Yes,
sentences?
there is only one sentence because one sentence has been given. So all you can write is you have to get round without touching the ground. That's it, right?
Oh, thank you.
Have you finished? Have you finished?
Yes.
Yes, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, okay, thank you. So for number one, we can only write one more sentence, right? By using have to. So you have to get round without touching the ground, right? So how about number game two, beat the goalie? So how can we write the rules by using these phrases, these model forms? So
You beat the body with three kicks for each contestant.
and How about this
You
one?
must stand on or behind the line.
Yes, you can stand on or behind the line, right? You can have 3 kids and you can stand on or behind the line. And how about this one?
You can get a prize for each goal.
Yes, you can get a prize for each goal, or you can win a prize for each goal. Yes, correct. How about number 3? One hand only, hold the egg. No, pick up the egg with your hand. If drop it, no. So, you
You can only use one hand, and you must
you
have
can or you must.
Can
Must.
use.
Yes, it's better to use you have you must or you have to, right? Because there is a must. So you have to or you must hold the egg with only one hand, and you can't. Okay, you can't pick up the egg.
You mustn't hold the egg or pick up the egg with your hand.
Yes, correct. So you can't pick up the egg with your hand if you drop it, right? So you may have different sentences, so that is okay. So what's important is you have to use the more above to talk about the rules. And how about the last one? 3 hoops for each contestant. So you can have 3 hoops.
You can have 3 hoops.
Yes, you can
you
have
can
3
win the prize if your hoop goes completely over the prize.
Yes, so you can win a prize if a hoop is completely over the prize, right? And how about the last one? Not resting on or half over the prize. So
the hoop must not rest on or half over the prize.
Yes, half over the price. So got it?
Okay, can you repeat number 4's answer?
Number 4. Number 4, right?
Yes, Chair.
Yes, okay, so you can have 3 hoops, right? Because 3 hoops for each contestant. So you can have 3 hoops. So that is talking about our ability, right? So you can have 3. And for this one, a hoop completely over price wins it. So you can win the prize when the hoop is completely over the price. Just like this, right? The hoop has to be completely over the price. So you will get it and you will win the prize. And for the last thing, the hoop cannot be rest or half over the price. So it is rest on or half over the price, you won't get the price like that. So got it, Vivi?
Yes, Chair, thank you.
Okay. So everyone, have you got all the answers for number 2? Talking about the rules of the games. Everyone got it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 真係對你呀နော်
Yes.
真係咪俾佢嚟呀諗住
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Chair.
So we have finished all the exercises on unit 15 from course book and from workbook 2. So is there any question about unit 15?
No.
No. About the grammar points, about the vocabulary, there is no question, right? အိမ်စာထပ်ဖို့ကြံနေရလူတွေလည်းဒီနေ့အပြီးထပ်ပြီเนาะဒီနေ့ကြော်ဝိုင်းချက်အိမ်စာလက်မခံတော့ဆိုတော့ဟိုကနောက်ထပ်အိမ်စာတစ်ပုဒ်ကကြာတော့ဆိုတော့အင်္ဂါနေ့အတန်းစရင်ထပ်ပြီเนาะအိမ်စာနဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့ဗာမေးပြချင်တယ်လေ
No.
No more questions. Okay. So as we have 4 more minutes, can we move to the new unit? Can we?
I don't know.
I don't know. So Daniel, you're not sure. So how about the others? Can we move to the new unit about the survivors?
Yes, Chair.
Okay, so just we'll talk about just only the introduction of the unit. Okay. So as we are talking about the natural disaster, we'll talk about the survivors in unit 15. So we'll go back to the console again. So for the question that we need to discuss is, can you remember any news stories in which people have survived disaster? So have you ever heard about the stories about the survivors? Have you ever heard about that?
No.
No. Not even one? Not even one?
Maybe, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Okay then, whatever. So we'll move to reading. So read this extra from the book review and what is remarkable about Julian Kobeck's story. So read this short paragraph and you have to answer this question. What is remarkable about the story? Okay, so give me the answers after reading this. And that will be our last lesson for today. So have you finished reading the paragraph?
Yes, Chair.
So what is remarkable about the story? What it is remarkable about the story?
Like that she walked over 10 days, like for 10 days. I would give up, like I would just die there if it was me.
So that is the remarkable thing about that paragraph for you, right?
Yes.
So is there any remarkable about life or something, some message that you can find out in the passage? Is there any more message about life?
Life is precious.
Yes, this one, right? Life is precious and it can be taken from you at any moment, right? So that is why trivial things doesn't worry me anymore. So it means that we don't need to worry about the trivial things, right? Because life is so precious and it can be taken from you at any time, right? So at any time we can have it like anything, right? So that is the remarkable fact about this story. So got it?
Yes, Chair.
Okay. How about the others? Scenario.
Yes.
Scenario chị đi lại cái hiện象này thì mình sẽ ăn đã.
Yes, in here, Chair.
Okay, Daniel, chị đi scenario.
Yes, Chair.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Eyes are still active. Okay, whatever. So I'm gonna stop here. So we'll continue tomorrow. Okay. So bye for today. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, Chair. See you tomorrow.
Chair.
Bye bye.